Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashow!
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. Today we're checking out a fat, bald dude with a bad temper walkthrough from Payne 3, where we find 3 golden guns and 7 clues. Alright, so we're going to start off here, what seems to be inside some sort of a police-like station. Definitely bars, cells, comm rooms, holding rooms. So I'm going to go with some sort of holding facility or prison. Don't remember exactly what they label it, but regardless, 3 guys right off the bat. Bang, bang, bang. Booyakashow, booyakashow, booyakashow. All on the ground, and we're ready to roll. So we're going to start investigating the local area here by grabbing some painkillers and that med kit on the wall. And then we're going to have a cutscene that takes us right back into that same room where we're going to take cover and kind of watch the favela, I guess, residents fighting with the UFE soldiers. Kind of a crazy mob going through there. Don't want to run into them, eh? Realistically, they don't want to run into us. But let's just keep it real. Gotta keep it as PC as possible. And I don't mean personal computer. Alright, so once we get down to the crossroads here, we're going to see that there is a dead end. If you don't look carefully, you will miss the first golden gun piece. You'll also miss the dude that thought it was too much and decided to just hang out. If you missed that joke, go back and rewind it. Not really that funny, but more like punny. Alright, so on the shower on the right-hand side of the walkway there, we're going to jump in there and grab yet another golden gun piece. We're going to kind of slowly make our way through. As you can tell, we're being cautious with our gun raised. 2 reasons. 1, it slows us down and we don't move as fast so we don't make as much noise. And 2, so we can shoot fools in the face. Pow! Alright. Yet a couple more baddies. Not a smart move to dive out there, but we're working on those grinds, so we're going to see some irresponsible choices here throughout the next couple levels. Good news is this is the second to last level, guys. I want to thank anyone who's stuck around and listened to my annoying voice and horrible jokes for the last 12 videos. Definitely appreciate your guys' support. We're here to help out everybody, so let us know if we're doing something horrible or if we can improve in anywhere. In any area, I guess that's better, more properly put. Alright. So, before you leave, you want to kind of run back and trigger this cutscene, because this dude does give you an extra clue. With 7 of them, you definitely don't want to waste any chances missing them. That's a lot of clues. We're in the home stretch here too, people. And we got 1 more level after this. And I think it's pretty light level. I don't think there's an abundance of clues or golden guns on the next one. I think it's pretty light load. I think it's like 1 gun and 2 or 3 clues. But I'll just go ahead and check into that. Last level, 2 guns and 1 clue. So fair enough. Alright, so once we take cover here on this pillar, we're gonna stay here and do as much damage as possible. And once that bullet cam cues, we're gonna run a duck into this little room here and run around like a chicken with our head cut off. Take a quick painkiller there. We're gonna want to duck into this office and run all the way to the far end desk and pick up the laptop clue. Looks like someone's been working hard on an Excel spreadsheet. So once we copy all that information, we'll go ahead and press the button, open the gate, and move our way out onto the back deck here. So this is a pain in the ass. You're definitely going to want to wait until he stops firing. It doesn't happen for a while. He fires about 15 to 20 shots, and then he waits like 2 seconds. The goal here is to be super cool cinematic style and do a roll while picking up the law and blast that thing. So as you can see there, we just waited for our chance, went and grabbed the rocket launcher and shot it right in its face. So after that, a couple of cops come out. Again, these guys are all wearing heavy body armor all the way through, so make sure that you try to take as many headshots as possible. And don't get me wrong, they do eventually die by shooting them in the chest, but no sense of putting 12 or 13 bullets in and wasting a minute or 2 of your time when you can do it in a lot shorter time. Alright, so we launch another rocket and set off a chain reaction of cars here. As you can tell, the one car in the far corner set the other two on fire. And they're about ready to blow. Speaking of blow, take a load off. Load. Telling you. I'm old man status, and I'm still chuckling at stupid things like load. Alrighty, so after the alleyway's getting clean, we got one last dick. Now that he's done, we're going to go ahead and push through. And over in the corner behind this dumpster is your next golden gun item. Look at that. Making grounds. So technically we only have like a couple pieces left, and then we got, what, 2 more guns? We'll get that a license to kill. A copyright license infringement to kill trophy / achievement. I still can't get over that. Small, I'm sure. Who knows, maybe somewhere, one way or the other, there is ownership rights combined here. Maybe Rockstar is owned by them or something. I don't know. So there we go, another hidden gun item behind that little, I don't know, I guess median for the road. So we're going to move our way in here, and we get into the, looks like the locker room. There's some painkillers on both sides. Make sure you grab both of them. And then make your way into the next room where there's a bunch of dudes. You'd think in the locker room there'd be at least like one dude in a towel or something, just as a joke. Like, I'm not trying to say that there should have been some naked guy standing here for my pleasure. But what I am saying is that if you're going to try to make this realistic, I mean, come on. Anyone who works out or has ever been to like a YMCA to go swimming or any of that stuff knows that there's always that one old dude. That one old guy that's like 85 years old, and his balls are like dragging on the floor behind him. And everyone's wondering, what is this guy, why does this guy have to be naked? Why does his balls have to be dragging on the floor behind me? That's where I walk. But, you know, even an old man in a towel with bigger boobs than the average chick would be a classic too. That old white-haired guy with big boobs. Alright, so hopefully you didn't get too distracted by my old man balls dragging story there. But there was a golden gun piece back in that shower. So make sure to rewind it and go back if you missed it. We're getting almost to about the halfway point of time and items collected. Another clue on the desk. So when you see the big open office with the 2 desks on the one cubicle there, or 2 computers on the one desk, make sure you walk up right in between them and grab that clue. That was kind of a tricky one. And then once we clear out this little courtyard area here, we're gonna push it along. Yeah, push it along. It's pretty funny when you can blast the dude in his booty hole and he goes sliding across the floor like it's a freaking slip and slide. Alright, over on the little control arm desk there, you're gonna find the last golden gun piece for the Commando. And there's also another last piece of the golden MPK in the office across from it. And then when you get into that final office, you're going to go ahead and cue a cutscene. Do some peeping Tom business here. Unfortunately, it's not a couple chicks having a towel fight or something, or a pillow fight. And fortunately, it's not the old man in the towel dragging his balls behind. That could be like a Resident Evil bad boss. Big dude all mutated with balls dragging behind him everywhere he walks. You can just hear him dragging. You know how they be dragging like big axes and shit behind them. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so this part right here is a little bit tricky. Your visibility is definitely on the low side. Again, you can use the faithful reticle to kind of aim, and as soon as you see that little white dot turn red, pull that trigger and squeeze it till it's dead. So one by one, you'll pick these guys out through the smoke. And sooner or later here, we'll get our bullet cam and we'll be able to advance into the room. Look at all those gold clips on the ground there. That's a ton of clips. That is a ton of clips. You'd think he'd be picking that shit up and taking it in and trading it in a pawn shop or something. I mean, gold is gold, right? Money is money. And speaking of money, dude, these lasers are the furthest thing from being a helpful tool or the money solution for guns. This is one of the most difficult things to do, is to aim and actually hit people with that thing. Like the reticle, the little white dot, is so much easier and it seems so much more accurate. And, you know, I wanted to attribute that to user error, and I just figured it was something that I was having a difficult time with. But in the end, it sure seems like, you know, Donald and anyone else who played this with me definitely had some issues as well with that. So, glad to know it's not just me. And Rockstar, if you're listening, get rid of that shit. We don't want to see it anymore. Here it is. Watch. Watch how many bullets miss the guy, even though the thing's right on him. No, we got lucky there. It just seems like you can spray and spray and spray with that little green dot right on his face, but it just doesn't seem to do the job quite like that old reticle does. See, look at that. I had to swoop on that guy 3 times. Again, I could attribute it to user's error. I mean, I could say that Donald and I are both idiots, but come on. Oh, speaking of, yeah, you can't go back once you come in. So if you're using that door for cover and you're trying to lure him in to, you know, get your little choke point there, make sure that you don't physically roll all the way in. Otherwise, you're fucked. So after the 7,000th guy is fucking taken down here. See, look at that. We even got a thing, take your time. Jesus. I know that was irrelevant to this situation, but it seemed appropriate. Alright, room's clear. So now we're going to go on a wild goose chase because somebody can't follow instructions on the right side office. We'll go into details on who or why that was happening that way. But in about 7 or 8 minutes, we'll return to making progress. Some nice little elevator music for you. I don't know if it sounds anything like elevator music. I don't spend much time in elevators, so I apologize if that was a horrible concoction of an elevator song. Didn't mean to offend any of you elevator riders out there. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. What was this? So make sure you grab that clue. And then make your way into the next office over. And guess what's in here? Absolutely nothing. Alright. However, there is a laptop, though. I'm gonna go read someone's email. And as we make it around through here, we should cue a cutscene here in this last room with the little projector. Can't get in yet. Oh, that's right. You gotta make sure you go and ransack this dude's dead body. I think you're supposed to do it before you try to advance, but I think if you miss it, it automatically does it for you. So here's the cutscene. You walk up on this stage here, and you actually have to press buttons to get this show to go. Didn't really seem like it at first, but once the first slide gets done talking, you gotta press the button to keep on walking. So after a horrific slideshow that really nobody cares about, we will go ahead and keep on keeping on. And there they were, my illustrious employers. 3 dead and still every chance I go 4 for 4. None of this was going to look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed up gringo. Alright. Boy, did he ever deliver. One of these days here. Alright, finally get our credit for our clue. We're going to advance through the red doors, which happen to be on the left. And wait for it. There is some baddies. Bad baddies. Alright, another little shoot off here in what seems to be some sort of like a IT room, computer room or something. I don't know what the hell this is. Storage room maybe. Not exactly sure. I'm sure there's some technical name for this. The money room. It's probably evidence lockers, really. There's definitely an arsenal of guns back home. Make sure you pick out the gun of your choice. Seems to be pretty much one of everything back here. And now that you're all stocked up, ready to rock, we'll go ahead and leave the ammo supply room there. Bail through this back door and head up the stairs. Trigger a cutscene that drops smoke in our face. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. Which makes it a little bit more difficult to do things. That would have been too easy. So once you get all the way to the top and you realize the door is closed, and you can't get out, On the very top floor, halfway between the stairs there is a window. Shoot the screen out and climb into the ventilation ducts, which then actually drops you into the computer IT room. This is the IT room. I know that one for a fact. Once you get dropped in here, you're going to want to ice that first dude right in front of you. And then come up and grab that disc. After a short cutscene, we'll go ahead and progress, and we're going after that asshole right there who we've been seeing way too much and not getting enough of. Pretty sure there's nothing. Oh, I lied. There is another clue in here, so make sure you... Oh, no, I lied again. It's the TV. TVs are just Easter eggs. Doesn't seem to be anything significant about them. Kind of like the pianos, except for the pianos that at least give you the satisfaction of playing a song and, you know, learning something along the way. I guess the TV stuff can be entertaining, I suppose. Alright, so here in a minute, we're actually getting a shot at another trophy. First off, though, you got to clear all those guys jumping in from the window. They seem to be zip-lining in from zip lines that don't exist. So that's nice. But here in a few seconds, we're going to get a chance at a bonus trophy. It was Chaos and Luck. What you do is you hop onto this push cart here, and you basically roll on your side down this long corridor here. You blast a bunch of people on your right, out the window. And you need to be in free aim to do this, which you can stop at any point and check your free aim, as you can see us doing right now. Once you verify that your free aim is legit, make sure you get rid of those shitty guns. I hate those lasers, Rockstar. They're garbage. Not sure if you're listening or not, but in the small chance that you are. Alright, so here's where you get the chance. You see your buddy here, or your enemy, whichever you want to call it. And after the cutscene, he takes off, and then you find out, wait a minute, you've been set up. So here you go. As soon as you jump in, you jump on this cart. Easiest way to do it is to keep that gun at head level. It's already in a bullet time, and you just swipe all 6 of those guys as you go across. And ready? Booyakashow. It was Chaos and Luck bonus trophy. / achievement, depending on which platform you're playing on. So once you get those first initial 6 guys, there's a few more guys that pop out. Finish them off, you'll get that bullet cam. Turn around, there's an ammo bag in the middle of the room. Fill up on that ammo. One guy does come in from behind or on the right, it looks like, before you get ready to progress. A couple guys through the cage. You can always tell when Donald's playing, because he's always rolling around like he's a fucking pansy. You can roll around. It's like that when he plays Uncharted, too. Just rolling around all over the place. Alright. Bullet cam to end the sequence there. Now we're going to run back and fill up on our ammo, even though we don't need to. Again, another giveaway, a dead giveaway that it's Donald. Alright, so very important thing. Before you click that button to move on, you need to grab that flak vest. It is a clue, and it also helps protect you. So, once you grab that flak vest, you can go ahead and hit the button, which opens that security door around the corner. You're going to run out and around and head out them double doors. Get a little dual wielding action in for you. Watch out for those green lasers. Definitely handy when they're in the enemy's hands because you can see right where they're aiming. But I can't aim for shit with those things. I believe there's 5 guys total in through this little area here. 2 up high and 3 down low. Just follow the green arrows. Oh, alright, that was wrong. 4 down low. Let's follow through the test course. Kind of guides you right through with those painted arrows everywhere. Finish him. Alright, another ammo bag towards the end of the training course there. Ooh, yeah, fill them up. Alright, so one of the last key factors right here, the last item is going to be right here to the left-hand side behind the sandbag. Real easy item to miss. Have a nice big shootout in the shooting gallery here, but instead of the standard paper targets, we've got paper targets and assholes. Alright. So after like the 10th guy dies and you fill him up with an entire clip at the end in your bullet cam, you want to make sure you come right around the corner and grab that to complete the golden law. That thing is going to be badass now. Alright, so truth be told, there is a hidden trophy that is called Do Not Shoot the Unarmed Man. We have not 100% figured this out yet, but we thought for sure that would be the spot. The guy definitely surrenders, throws his gun down, and is unarmed. We do not shoot him, but we don't get credit for it. So I don't know if you have to subdue him somehow, or I don't know. Maybe you have to go buy him a hotel and take him out to dinner and make sweet love to him. I'm not sure exactly what you need to do to require or to earn that trophy, but definitely did not go in our favor right there. This is a pretty good office to take cover in. There might be one or two guys that makes it up that stairs and makes it in that door. If they do, make sure you just click your fire button at close range and it'll melee him right in his face. And I'm sure you could probably have the whole standoff up in that office for your most ideal protection, especially if you're playing on the harder levels. But we felt the need to progress down low. It's pretty much one of your last big standoffs here down in the bottom. And we are getting close to wrapping up Chapter 13 as well as the game. Ooh, bullet cam. Alright, cinematic scene. Get yelled at by douchebag from up above. And more dudes. This guy sure has a lot of people willing to die for him. I wonder if they're on salary or if it's all just for the cause. So if you haven't grabbed them already, there's definitely some painkillers right there in that little middle circle. There's also some painkillers right there as you see us run through and grab them. Once the area is clear, there is another little arsenal down here. You can grab a weapon or two if you need some. And then we got to fight this guy. Obviously, every time you aim at him, he ducks. So you got to do the next best thing. You got to crash everything down on top of him. So once you shoot all the, I don't know what the hell you call them, the ceiling plates, whatever. Go ahead and shoot those. They drop. He moves over to the left. A couple guys come in. Kill those guys down low. Then you just take out that big AC unit. The second that AC unit drops on him, it will initiate him to come out, and he pops out. Use your bullet time and blast him in his face. Once he drops, it's going to cue the cutscene. Gonna search his body, get the key, and that's going to wrap up level 13 walkthrough for us. Max Payne 3, a fat bald dude with a bad temper, is now complete, where we got the golden guns and the clues, and we're one level away from complete victory. So feel free to comment, vote, subscribe if you like what we're doing, and as always, until next time. So yeah.